all of you to Animaths. This is the second video in simultaneous linear equations, okay, where we shall be finding the value of x and y using two different equations, okay, as we have already started in the first video, okay. So you'll see that there are so many different techniques that we apply here, okay. So in this part we shall be taking up only sums. So a total of 3 parts in simultaneous linear equations, just sum solving and not problems, okay, we shall be doing, and then we'll be taking up the problem sums. Please watch the video from the beginning to the end, because every sum that I take up is going to be a different type, okay then. Okay, so we are going to take up the process of elimination today. Let's see what exactly elimination is. 4x minus 3y is equal to 8, okay, and 6x, okay, minus y is equal to 29 by 3. So now what does the process of elimination mean? It means that here we have the two variables as usual. In the last video we had done substitution method. So here in this we'll have to eliminate one of the variables. In the last video we had, in substitution method, we had eliminated one of the variables by the substitution method. Here we'll eliminate it by a slightly different method, which is called the process of elimination. Now what is it? Here also we need one equation which is going to be only in one variable, okay, and to do that, it is very important to observe the question. Here we have a 4x and a 6x and a 3y and a y. So if by some method we can make this also a 3y and subtract the lower equation from the upper one, we can eliminate the y term completely. That is the whole idea. So we number the equations first, 1 and 2, and then we multiply this equation with a 3, okay. We multiply this equation with a 3. This we don't do anything because 3 is already there, okay. So now what do we do? Here we can write it as a 4x minus 3y is equal to 8. That is, I've just copied this. Here I write 18x minus 3y is equal to 29 by 3, okay, into 3. That gives me actually a 29. So this is my second equation. Now what I have achieved by this? I have achieved the same term up and down by multiplication. Now why do I multiply both sides? Because if it's an equation, I cannot simply multiply one of the sides. That will create an imbalance in the equation. The sum will go wrong. So when I have to multiply, I have to multiply both the sides. Okay, so I have done this. Now if I add them, it's not going to go, it's going to remain as a 6y. So what I do, I'll have to subtract. So I can write here subtracting 2 from 1. That is subtracting equation 2 from equation 1. So now that we are subtracting, we'll change the sign. There's a plus and this is a minus. That is, if this is a minus, it changes to a plus. If it's a plus, there's a minus. You know that we change signs in subtraction of algebraic expressions. This is gone now, completely 0. Okay, this is a minus 14x and this is a 8 minus 29, okay, because we have made it a negative. So it's a 8 minus 29, and that gives me how much? A minus 21. Here minus 14x. Cut this out and x is equal to 21 by 14, which is, if we divide with a 7, it is a 7. If you divide with a 7, it's a 3. It's a 3 by 2. Okay, so we have got the value of x as a 3 by 2, because we could convert these two equations to just one equation which has only one variable. Okay, now we shall be using this value of x in the smaller of the two equations. You can do the sum by substituting it anywhere, but then it is always advisable to take the smaller of the two equations so that you are not having too big calculations. Okay, so here I shall be writing 6 into 3 by 2. Okay, 6 into 3 by 2, I am substituting here, minus y is equal to 29 by 3. So that is 3. 9 minus y is 29 by 3. Okay, that is, if I take the y this side, 9 minus 29 by 3, that is 27 minus 29 by 3 is equal to 9. That is minus 2 by 3, isn't it? So that gives me y is equal to minus 2 by 3. Yeah. Okay. So this is one of the examples of elimination by the process of elimination. Okay, then we'll take up the next example and we'll see there's a slight variation from this. Here we did a small subtraction. In the next one, you'll see that we'll not do any subtraction, we'll add, and even by addition, how can we eliminate one variable from the two equations? So the next equation is 2x plus 5y is equal to 8 by 3. 3x minus 2y is equal to 5 by 6. Now these are the two equations. Let me number them as equation 1 and equation 2. And in this, we note that there is a difference in sign, but this is a 5 and this is a 2. Now what I do in this case is, I multiply this equation with a 2 and this with a 5. Now why did I do so? I am noting this difference in signs. So I have my plans to eliminate this y once again. Then what do I get? 4x plus 10y is equal to 16 by 3. That is my first equation. Now this one. 15x minus 10y is equal to 25 by 6. Now this is what I was trying to achieve. Same numerical coefficient, same variable, but then like terms but difference in sign. So for that I have multiplied, I have tried to make this 10, so I needed a 5. I have tried to make this 10, so I needed a 2. Now how do I decide why 10 and why not 15? Okay, I take practically the LCM of these two and decide how I can convert this to the LCM. What should I multiply? And here also I think what should I multiply so that I can get a 10 here. So basically I am finding the LCM of these two numbers. Now I shall not even be subtracting here. This is what I wanted to show with this example. I shall be adding. Okay, so you can eliminate even by addition here. So this time no change in sign. I actually like this method because I have one step less to do. That is, I don't have to change the signs. Okay, and then here I have a 19x is equal to 16 by 3 plus 25 by 6, which is equal to 6. 32 plus 25. So it is 50. It is a 57 by 6. So 57 by 6. Now 57 by 6 is equal to 19x is 57 by 6. Now 19 into 3 is 57. So what do I do? X is equal to 57 by 6 divided by 19. Okay, this goes 3. So that gives me a half. So value of x is a half here. This half I am going to substitute in the next equation. Okay, so this half I am going to put here. That is, I am going to substitute this half in any one of the two equations is fine. So let me take, I can even take the first one if I want. So this is 2x plus 5y is equal to 8 by 3. This is my first equation and I am going to substitute it here. So here 2 into 1 by half plus 5y is equal to 8 by 3. Okay, 5y is equal to 8 by 3 minus 1, which is equal to 3 is the LCM. So I have 5 by 3. 5 by 3 is equal to 5y. Y is equal to 5 by 3 into 5, which is 1 by 3. Okay, so my value of y is a 1 by 3. Okay, so how do I write my answer? Finally, I have to put down my answer like this, and x is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so when you are actually getting a 19 and a 57 here, you should be about 50% convinced that your answer is correct. Okay, and when you are having a 5 and a 5 here, so some things are cancelling so beautifully, then you know that you are in the correct direction. Sorry, this is y. Okay, y is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, okay, then let's see few more types of elimination questions. Elimination can have a very wide variety. Okay, let's take up. This is a very special question. Okay, and this question is so special that there's just this method which can get the sum right very easily. If this sum is tried by other methods, we don't get the answer so smoothly. Okay, so let's see what it is. Here we have 71x plus 37y. Okay, that is equal to 253. 253. 37x plus 71y. I think you have already noted why this sum is so special. 287. 287 here. So these are my two equations. Remember, this sum is always going to be asked like this only, because you see the interchange of numerical coefficients. Okay, this sum is always like that, and the numbers will be pretty big, so don't even think of substitution or even the elimination I have just taught. This is a special kind of elimination required here, a special method. Now what is this method? First thing, I add equations. Okay, so straight here only I shall be adding the two given equations. I shall be adding them. When I add them, I get a 108x plus 108y. That is, there's a 10, 1, okay, there's a 13, 14, 1, 540. Okay, now I take the 108 common and then I get an x plus y, that is 540. X plus y is equal to 540 by 108. I can clearly see this 5 times gives me this. So this is 5. Okay. So x plus y is my equation 1, is equal to 5, is my equation 1 for this set of equations. Next what I do is, once I have added, and now I am going to subtract these two equations. Okay, and when I subtract, you will see what is happening. Here, this much is for addition. Okay, now I shall be subtracting. So 71x plus 37y is equal to 253, and 37x plus 71y is equal to 287. Okay, and I shall be subtracting now. So if I subtract, there's a change in sign, and then this one gives me how much? This gives me, this is a 4, 5, 4, and this is a 34. 34x minus 34y, and this side what am I getting? I am getting a 287 minus 253. Okay, that also is giving me a 34, right? So that also gives me a 34 and a minus 34. Okay, so now this is a plus because 71 was bigger. This is a minus because 71 was bigger once again. So 71 had the minus sign. Okay, so now I get x minus y, and put the 34 here. Okay, is equal to minus 34. Okay, x minus y is equal to minus 1. This is my equation 2. Okay, here is my equation 1 and that's my equation 2. Now let's see what I do with these. So my two equations to be noted are x plus y is equal to 5 and x minus y is equal to minus 1. Here are the two equations. X plus y is equal to 5. That was my equation 1. Okay, no minus sign please. And x minus y is equal to minus 1. That's my equation 2. Okay, so now I'm going to see how simple these are. So just add them. 2x is equal to 4, x is equal to 2. Now the same two equations, once again, I am going to subtract. Here I added, here I am going to subtract. Okay, and so there are two additions and two subtractions in this sum. This is minus 1. So minus, this is a plus and this is a plus. That gives me a 6. This is 2y, y is equal to 3. Okay, if y is equal to 3, and so my values are x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. This is my final answer. We'll take up another question like this and you will know then, okay, that what I am talking about, what the sum looks like, because this question will definitely be asked in your exam, and you should be able to see the sum and immediately recognize the sum, because it is to be done by only this method and by no other method. Do not try regular elimination or substitution with it, because it makes the sum very, very long, as it is numbers in these sums are very often very big. 217x plus 131y is equal to 913. Okay, and 131x plus 217 y is equal to 827. You can see the sums are really big, and there's an interchange of coefficients. So we start with the very same method once again. So there's an 843x, 348y, and there's a 10, 1, that gives me a 4. Okay, and that is a 17. Okay, 348 is taken common, x plus y, and 1740. So we have x plus y is 1740 by 348. Okay, so that gives us, here it's going by 4, 4 4s are 16. Okay, then 12, 4 3s are, okay, and 4 5s are, and here we have an 87. Okay, so this goes 5 times. So x plus y is equal to 5 is my first equation. Now when I subtract, what am I going to get? Let's see. So next is subtraction. Next is 217x plus 131y, 131y. Okay, that is equal to 913. And the next equation is 131x plus 217y is equal to 827. This is, now I am going to subtract. So change in sign. X written here 6, and this is a 7, 8. Okay, and this is minus 86y, which is equal to, if I subtract here, I get a 6. Okay, and then this is an 8. Okay, so this is an 86. Okay, so now x minus y is equal to 86. Here I can put 86 over here. X minus y, this is a plus 86, remember, is equal to 1. So this is my second equation, and from the first set I had got, on adding I had got x plus y is equal to 5. So here 2x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3. That's my first answer. Okay. Now I shall try and find out the value of y. So for that value of y, I need not substitute in these big equations. I can put it anywhere here. Okay, so x minus y is equal to 1. I'm going to substitute here. 3 minus y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 3 minus 1, which is a 2. So y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3 are my two answers. Okay. So how do I write them? My final answer, y is equal to 2, x is equal to 3. This is how I should write my answer. So these were sums on elimination. We'll do more types of simultaneous linear equation sums in the next video. That's it for today. These are the special types. This was a very special type. Okay. So Till then, you can keep practicing this. Another thing, please see the videos in a sequential order, okay, and to understand the whole chapter. If you have liked the video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye then.